Okay, so this is from the top of the hill. It's not great because you can just see a lot of houses and stuff from here. So this is me kind of deciding which way I should walk into this park. But when you look in this direction, it is just trees for miles. But what we do have to consider here is that for any angled shots where we do see the sky, there are some buildings. Um, so sometimes that just has to be considered when we're shooting in specific directions. There were some people up there, so I had to put the camera down slightly. But yeah, there's like a lot of woods. Then there's this like cool thing, the map, and yeah, this is like a kind of hill tower in the middle of the place, which I mean isn't something that we've planned to use, but it's there and it's cool, and there's stairs, and the stairs are quite long. But anyway, I'll show you when we get to the bottom how it looks looking up the stairs, which I just think is a nice shot, even though there's no place for it. But it does look like a very different location to a woods, so if you wanted to avoid a company move or something, it could be good. But yeah, so what a great shot, right? Beautiful hill, fantastic. Until you get to about here and suddenly it doesn't look as big because you've got the floor in it. But yeah, that shot I think is great. Maybe on a different production, but yeah, this was the meeting point where I was meant to meet Vati until she bailed on me and left me all alone. Okay, so now I'm just like trying to figure out where the hell I am. It's called Staves Hill. Just walking through the path, keeping the phone on in case, just so that we capture everything. I pretty much walked through all of the paths of the whole forest, so that's what this video is going to be, and got lost and went off path a few times. But yeah, I think if you move the Ari quite fast along a fence like this, that could create a really cool effect. But yeah, this is just like shit mud path. Oh yeah. Wearing nice shoes, doing a Vasi, doing a recce in a muddy place. Hill Ecology Park. Ecology Park. Yeah. So I'm not. It's not feeling very woodsy. It's definitely feeling more parky. There's an interesting well over there. Just trolloping around. Some interesting brickwork. Which way do I go? This way. I like how green it is. I don't know how green it's going to be later, but it's pretty damn green now. Kind of annoying. There's like a lot of plastic laminated pieces of paper on a lot of trees and fences, which I'm quite happy to just rip off and put back later. But yeah. I should not have gone this way. This was not a path. I just thought, oh, path, it's not a path. I think maybe it's a path that a badger used once. But yeah, not a real path. Kind of, there's lots of poison ivy. It's that a lot of the trees are dead because poison ivy really flourishes here. It kind of gives a sense of danger if you know what it is, but it's that weird sort of darker blue-green rectangular leaf. It's not really poisonous, it just gives you a rash if you wear it. Some yellow bits in the trees. This is all spookaloo. Yeah, so there's like some interesting like log fences people have tried making. I think probably like some high school nature project, which was lame. Trying this way. Yeah, so more shit on the fence that's plastic. And signage that we want to avoid, like the plague. plastic bags on things there. Yeah, mounds. There are like some grassy mounds here. And then some interesting brick lumps here. Things that someone could trip over quite easily if you don't have a fallen over tree. Because I did not find any fallen over trees. More signpostage lane. I probably should have read the signs, and I might have had a better idea of where I was going. I don't really know what this stuff is. It's like a tree in a cage. Don't know what he did to deserve that in society. Map. I looked at it. I decided that I didn't want to read it, and then I couldn't find where I would be on said map, so I left. Now this part of the park was kind of more parky, like a park, or like a pond. I mean, ponds are cool. There's like a life float in the background. There's a couple of bins around here as well. Like, sometimes you have a really nice shot, and you get there, and then there's a bin, and you can't move the bin, which me and Vassie learnt when trying to film at the BFI recently. Found a really nice big mural on the wall, and then there was a bin in front of it, and I was like, oh, great. Hey, look, some more benches. In a nice area. Bench in a nice area that might not be Hyde Park and expensive. How about that, Vassie? Yeah, you like that bench? That could be the bench, or this could be the bench. There are benches everywhere. I remember you mentioning at the Lose Recce that you wanted a bridge. And there's stepping stones here, which is kind of cool. I don't know if that fits into the schedule. I still need to wrangle my head around it a bit better, but shoes are safe. We need more of those in this world. Yeah, so this all looked kind of lame. So yeah, usually there is a nice bridge here, and there's like always this really cute cat that's sat on it. I got some selfies with it once. I think Esme was there. But it's been closed because it's injured, which is kind of sad. Because I really like this bridge. More benches, and these are long benches. They look like something that an ambulance would take you away in, or a scene from a Saw movie. More interesting than your average bench. Way better than Hyde Park. Pfft, who wants Hyde Park? Vassie wants Hyde Park. More stepping stones. Like, I love stepping stones, and I think it's a great reference to childhood as well. Which is cool, because, you know, the last time most of us see stepping stones is not in London, it's in our weird towns from back home. Some more lakeage. Now, it's a real shame that this one had buildings in the background, because this has a really, really nice brown colour. And the water behind it, I don't think there's any avoiding showing that there's... Look at that! Ugh! Who put that there? There's not really any avoiding having those in with the reflections as well. A reminder to research polarizing filters. Esmaloid. We gone probs need them. Bin. Stupid bin. Saves the environment while simultaneously tarnishing it for recce's. Lame. Oh, okay. Turning. More woods. This is a woody area that looks like a woods that we could film a woods in. Not too much visible in the sky. Proper Blair Witch project-y. I think it would be good if we get like a chair to stand on to take with us, just to have the camera at higher angles quite a lot, or a charter's pole, because then we definitely avoid getting the sky in it. This is pretty. I really like this. There's a river that they could jump over. There's no films in the background. Films? No buildings in the background. It's nice and green. See, they could jump. But yeah, that's that. It doesn't look like the most successful thing, so you would be like trolloping the actors through like genuine. What is Morning Glory? You'd be trolloping the actors through the sticks to get them there, but I think that's to be expected. There was like another duck pond over there, which has cute little duck houses, but I couldn't figure out how to get over there. I think it might have been private. Definitely separate, but then there was like a family in there, so don't know. All these fences were pretty poo-poo. So we'll walk up to the end. There's a fox! Hey, little foxy. Wanna be my friend? Hey, little foxy. Look at the little foxy fox. And he's like, yeah. None of your business. Bye! I'm like, well, fuck you then. Anyway, distracted. Yeah, so this was just like some rubbly shithole place with crappy bags everywhere. And then I debated going down here to try and find that duck lake, but it just looked a bit crud. There's lots of trees there. Ugh. But yeah, I just thought this looked really shit. That's what I think about your house, Mr. Fox. Dickhead. I don't really know what was going on through here. It's just more like project stuff. It was quite quiet here. I don't know if that was just because of the weather, but it was certainly a nicer experience to film here on this day than I found it in Southwark Park or Hyde Park before, with the amount of people around. This was some interesting sticks. And then there's this, which is like a little creepy woodland doorway with a path through it, which is brighter on the other side, which I thought was quite cutesies. The shed. Yeah, so inside, not much space, just some swivels. Looking back at it from the other side, bit more foresty, not as interesting of a shot, I definitely say, but some shrubbery around there. I like these trees, they're like big hands with a million fingers. Then we've got some yellow, little yellow cave. I didn't go back that way though, because it didn't seem necessary. I'm sure I had more footage than that. Do I feel like I'm missing anything? I don't know, I'll check my phone, but that might have actually been all of it, because I was about to arrive back at the place. So yeah, I'll double check that, but I think that was the generic recce of the ecological park. Yeah.